Hi, my name is Mick Crossland. I'm here at the Combat Academy in Barnsley. We're doing some filming for the Warrior Collective. Today I'm going to be working with my assistant, Tommy Crossland. We're going to be working on defence and counter-attacks against the Teep. Okay, so first up we're going to do the simple and safe defence. We call it the scoop deflection. What we try and get our students to do is use an outside scoop where I reach outside of my guard, okay, and guide the leg away. So if Tommy does a left teep, I'll show you. For example, what I've done, I've turned him away there, and that's a safer position for him to be in than if I went inside the leg. We call that an inside scoop, where he would continue boxing on top. I'd leave myself vulnerable. So we're going to practice these outside scoops, okay, and I'm going to give you a couple options on top. So even though this is a basic defence, there's a lot of advanced counters that you can put on top of it. For example, what we like to do off the left leg, we like to spin. Okay, so as the left leg comes, I send him that way, I've stepped this way simultaneously. Okay, so I'll show you that again. Normally I would just scoot here, slight body curve, and lead leg retraction. What I'm doing, because I know what counter I'm throwing, I'm going to step across. So as he comes in, I step across. From there, I'm sending his way that way, I can spin. Spinning hook kick. The aim is you want to get the heel in the centre of the guard, but it doesn't matter if you hit with the leg, hit into the guard. This is a heavy, powerful kick. It is going to cause damage, okay? So when the teep comes in, we send him that way and we spin, okay? Okay, so we'll show you. I'm going to send him that way with the scoop deflection. I'll step across simultaneously here, and from there, I'm going to spin into the spinning hook kick. Okay, so simple basic defence, but can set up some potent advanced counters. The same works on the right leg. When he throws the right leg, I'm going to use my right hand again to send him that way. Now from this position, you normally box or you could low kick, okay? But what we're going to do, the shot I like to use quite a bit, is I like to wind up a power shot off the right hand. If me and Tommy were just fighting here, and I went like this, he's immediately going to counter me, okay? There's no way I'm going to land that shot because he's too much of a tell. But the reason people want to load up so much when they're beginners is because they recognise that that load can generate much more power in the punch. The beauty of the scoop deflection is if I reposition my body, while he's busy being unbalanced from my defence, I can wind up the shot. What I can do then, I can multiply the power that it hits with. So what I'm going to do again, similar with the spin hook kick, as he comes in with the right leg, I'm going to reposition. That's the first thing I'm going to do. So I'll reposition, a little middle step in the stance here, and step around, okay, and that put me in a nice position. From there, I'll wind up the right hand, and I'm just going to throw the right hook. Okay, so you can see from the position that I'm in, I can generate lots of power and leverage, okay, and the fact that when he went across, I came across and pulled my hand right back here, I can get loads of power on that shot. An alternative to these as well is we're using the spinning hook kick here, but any spinning technique works really well off this. For instance, a spinning back fix works really good. So if he does a teep and I step across exactly the same, from there I'd spin into the spinning back fist, but I'm going to keep my feet in position and just reach across by just turning my chest a little bit more like this. Okay? So the spinning back fix works just as well, but what I'm not going to do, normally on a spinning back fist, my back leg will come through. I'm not going to do that in this position, I'm just going to turn the body and snap the back fist. So this is another option when I defend the left teep. Okay, so what we'll do, we're going to drill these back and forth. I'll show you the spinning hook kick version. Tommy will show us the spinning back fist, spinning back fist version, okay, and we'll show you these different options of the outside scoop deflection to a teep attack. Okay, so they're just a couple of the options that you can do when using the outside scoop deflection to teep attacks. Another option is, when a teep's coming at you, is to scoop inside. I talked about that the last time, And what we talked about was the openings that I create for him to continue boxing. So if I go inside, he can keep boxing here, okay? I don't want to be in that position, but every now and again, it's beneficial to go to the inside. It may be because you went for the wrong hand, okay? Sometimes you thought a right leg would come in, or you've seen the left leg and just reacted with the right hand. That happens. Or alternatively, it could be because he's very lax with his guard when he's teeping, like this. So you feel like by going inside, you can expose that gap. Your hands can be quicker than his from the position he's left himself in. Okay. Another thing could be that he overshoots on the teep, and when he teeps, he drops forward too much. Again, you can unload your hands quicker. So if we go for the inside scoop deflection, what we're going to do, we're going to try and box over the top. Okay, we'll throw 2 boxing attacks, 2 punches to set up a nice body kick, just nice and simple. So for the inside scoop deflection, here's how it looks. Okay, so I'm going inside the leg, I'm in that position. If you notice what I'm doing, while the hand's still handling the leg, the other hand's throwing. So he doesn't have any option to box. I've ensured that I've initiated an attack instantly when I've started the defence. So I'll show you a few back and forth. So he goes Teep first. Okay, so that's another option for dealing with the teep, the inside scoop deflection. Okay, next up, what we're going to do, we're going to look at catching the teep. Okay, catching can be very effective because once you get control of the leg, for a split second, we're in control of his opponent. So what we like to do is we like to catch teeps by going left hand under left leg, right hand under right leg. Now, it's not the law, you can catch any way you want as long as you get a good clasp on the leg, but by drilling the habits to reach under the leg as his leg comes, to go across, okay, puts me in a better position. So I'm catching it by opening up the palm and catching his heel, and I'm going to trap it here. It's good as well to use a slight body curve. You don't know how long their teep's going to be, so a slight curve of the body and a slight lead leg evasion puts me in a safe position to trap the leg. Okay, so first of all, the way I'm going to catch the teep is like this. Okay, left hand on the left, right hand on the right. Now, once I've got him, as I said before, we've got a split second where we can be in control. It's important, because he's stood on one leg, I manipulate his balance to emphasize the control that I've got, okay, and make sure that I make the best use of him being unbalanced. So what I'm going to do once I've got the leg, I'm going to pull the leg, and what we're aiming to do is pull his leg so his weight transfers in front of his standing leg. At that point, he's very vulnerable, okay? Once I've caught him and I've pulled with a hand that's on the underneath, I will step simultaneously with the other leg, okay? What I'm aiming for him to do is when I've caught the leg, as I pull and step, I'm aiming to land here. From that position, I can generate lots of leverage and punch through into his body. We use a body shot to draw their attention and defences down, hopefully cause a little bit of damage, perhaps wind them, okay, and that'll line them up nice for a chopping right hand off the left leg, or we're going to go a big chopping left hook off the right leg. So I'll show you the 2 defence encounters in their entirety. I'm going to catch, pull and step, punch, punch. Okay, same on the other side, I go catch, pull and step, punch, punch. Okay, so we're catching the kick, we're redirecting them, we're positioning ourselves at the same time, and we're landing 2 power shots. So we'll give you a couple of examples at different sides. So Tommy's going to go first. I'll show you from a different angle. Okay, so that's the catch and counter drill that we use quite regularly. Catching the teep, redirecting, throwing 2 shots. Okay, finally, one other thing we can do in defense against the teep. We call it a knee lift intercept. I've said on previous videos that intercepting is when we stop their attack in the middle of it. So we allow them to initiate, but with no intention of letting them finish. We're going to intercept that attack and stop it happening. The knee lift intercept is exactly what it says on the tin. He starts a teep attack, I lift the knee, okay, and the knee stops his teep reaching full extension. Now the way we do it to emphasize the intercept is I'm going to travel a little bit. So what I do, I'll lift the knee, and at the same time that drags my hip and I hop slightly. Okay, I hop slightly. It's important that I keep my hands up in case he's going to box over the top of the teep, but also so that my hands are in the optimum position for getting my own boxing going when I land. To keep this one simple, I'll do the knee lift intercept. As soon as I land, I'm going to use a punch to set up an opposite leg roundhouse kick. What I also like to do to make this a little bit more potent is he's doing a centre line, straight line attack. So I've done a centre line defence where I'm jamming his technique. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to work off the centre line depending on which way I go. So I'll come down the middle and round the side. Because what's happened is he's done a kick, landed heavy, he's very static here. So we want to take that opportunity to create an advantage by coming around the side. Okay? So we're engaging as if we're sparring. Tommy's going to throw a teep. And I intercept. It doesn't matter whether he throws left or right, I'll always use my lead leg as he teeps. So I'll show you that a couple of different ways. First of all, Tommy's going to teep me. And then I'll teep Tommy. Okay, so that's the knee lift intercept to a teep attack, and that works really well against strong kickers, okay, and it's great for setting up boxing attacks in response to the teep. Okay, so there were different variations of dealing with the teep and ensuring you get a counter on top. I'd just like to say a thank you to Warrior Collective for featuring us here down at the Combat Academy. I'd like to say a thank you to Sandy, our sponsors. If you're interested in learning more about what we do at the Combat Academy, you can visit our webpage, thecombatacademy.org.uk, or if you find us on Facebook, there's plenty of information there as well. Thank you very much.